Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin and Cardano. In this video we're going to take a look at the Bitcoin chart and the Cardano chart. Price is going up a little bit, and that is also in line with expectations. We talked about yesterday in the membership live stream, and by the way, if you also want to join the member live stream on Sunday, make sure you check out the channel membership. You can do that on YouTube or my website, and then you can get access to Telegram and Discord. But we talked about the CME Gap. CME, one of the most relevant future exchanges on which also Bitcoin is traded, and typically the CME Gap is the difference between Friday's closing price of the futures exchange of the CME and the actual Bitcoin spot price over the weekend, when the CME opens on Sunday. So there's typically a gap, and we had a gap there, and the CME, you can see that the closing price on Friday was 39.2k, and yesterday we were at around 38k for Bitcoin, maybe just a little bit higher. And typically what happens, it's not always the case, but it tends to happen that the price of the spot price of Bitcoin tends to move towards the price when the CME closed on Friday. So yesterday obviously the Bitcoin price was a bit lower, around 38.2, and the CME closing price on Friday was 39.2. So it normally should have moved into that direction. Now what did happen? It hit exactly that price, 39.2. There we are. Also in line with expectations, as we talked about it yesterday, that the price is now probably finding a little bit of a bounce, and it is doing that. We're going to talk about that now. Overall, where are we coming from here? So Bitcoin, in my view, still after the high back in April in this ABC correction, which should land in the yellow target area below 28.7k. Still looking for that. All right, let's take a look at Bitcoin in more detail. I think that is most interesting for people. So we talked about this wave 4 here before the final wave 5. That did play out so far, and the possibility, it's not confirmed yet at all, but the possibility exists that we are already moving down here in a 5-wave pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where the wave 3 perhaps is already complete now, and we're already heading here into this wave 4. So I gave you here this target area for the wave 3, where we could find support. Now that is the case at the moment. And the idea is, do you now move into this wave 4 area, or do you come down once more? Personally, for me, it's not that relevant, really, because the main move is this major wave 5 down, or this larger wave 5 down here, wave 5 down here, which is part of that larger wave 2, and also that wave C. Any small move in here, really anything can happen. So I'm giving my best here to track it, but if the price is now going down straight away, or if it comes up a little bit or so, not too relevant, but I try to give you my best overview here. So far it's working out. So what I think we've been having here is a 1, 2, 3 now, and the wave 4 should be coming. The only thing I'm thinking is typically the wave 3 should consist of 5 waves as well. So I can't really see those 5 waves yet. Therefore, I think this is not the end of the wave 3, and we're going to see lower levels for the wave 3. For now, we are seeing a reaction here to my target area, and however, let's see if we're going to get into the wave 4. I'm thinking we're going to probably struggle to retest here this descending trend line. So that is definitely something where we could find resistance, okay? So watch out for this. This level is sitting at 40.2, 40.3k, So we've obviously found support here. Next, we talked about a small recovery is now imminent, probably, and the target area that I've got here for the wave 4, let's see if we actually get there. It was just an assumption based on where the wave 3 is landing, but as I said, I don't think the wave 3 has already finished. I think we're going to see a further drop for the wave 3, but from here, that wave 4 target area for now, as it is defined, is sitting between 40.2 and 41.8k. But this is only the small moves within the daily volatility of the crypto market. So why did we expect the price to move up from here a little bit? We talked about that yesterday. not only because of the CME gap, but also because Bitcoin was absolutely oversold. You came here far into the oversold area on the 4-hour chart. Also on the 1-hour chart, Bitcoin was very, very much oversold. It then moved up and is now back in the bullish range on the 1-hour chart. 1 hour is not that relevant, but it shows us that if we move much higher than here, Bitcoin is going to get overbought again, pretty much as it was here the case on the 15th of February. So what happened on the 15th of February? You can see that Bitcoin overbought. It hovered, around, but couldn't push higher. Then it dumped. So it's always the up and down, the breathing in, the breathing out. So looking on the daily chart, which is more meaningful, we can see that it hasn't really changed much here. The indicators, Bitcoin still in the bearish range here on the RSI. Okay, still in the bearish range, and the MACD is still pointing further to the downside. We had a bearish cross, and the selling momentum is continuing to go up. Therefore, I would expect the price trend to the downside has not changed yet. Yeah, what we see here, I think, is just after this. I mean, we're here on the daily chart. Look at what happened here. You have to expect some sort of a counter reaction. It's just too strong here. What happened here, right? Too much downside in a very short period of time. So naturally, you have to expect here some sort of a correction. Okay. So we also have here, you can see that, something like a trend line. And you can see that this is currently being tested from below as well. Okay. So this is something where the price may struggle to get through. Yeah, something like that. So we have nearly got there. This is sitting at 39.7K. So this is something where another resistance line is probably holding the price back a little bit. But so far it's going according to plan. Yeah, price going up a little. Anybody who was waiting for lower prices, don't panic. I mean, this is absolutely normal. Nothing moves down in a straight line. Even in this whole downtrend here from December into February or into January and towards the end of January, you can see that throughout this whole downtrend, you had corrections. You have green candles as well. Absolutely normal. But the key is, will Bitcoin continue to make lower highs and lower lows? So that is what we need to take a look at. For now, it has made a higher low here compared to the previous one here at around 36.4K. But obviously that strong move down here is quite, says us a lot. And I think we could really be on our way further down. But as I said in the last video as well, the risk that from here the price is pushing higher once more and maybe really pushes above 46.5K to go to the alternative scenario in which Bitcoin could move more price increases, but not to all-time high territory. I don't think it's going to get there. This is not off the table yet. Yeah, it's not been in any way invalidated or anything. No, it's not off the table. It's still possible. However, it's obviously getting less likely the more we are moving down here. But yeah, this is just, in my view at the moment, just another lower high we're doing here at the moment. And I think Bitcoin should continue its move down fairly soon. ADA as well, still in this C wave correction. ADA is back nearly at 98 cents, nearly back at $1 as well. If we take a look on the 1 hour chart here for ADA, we can see that ADA is now approaching a key decision point as well. So we talked here about ADA. We talked for ADA about the next price target of 92 cents. That was reached exactly. You can see that. That was the previous low back from end of January as well. So it did hit this price target. Now naturally what you see is also a little bit of a counter reaction. So it was just oversold. As Cardano was oversold, it has to move up a little bit. That is just how the market moves, and you have to see some sort of a counter reaction. Also, after Cardano broke down here this head and shoulders pattern and broke the neckline, what you can expect is probably here some sort of a retest of this level that would be at $1.02. So I wouldn't be surprised if ADA moves up to $1.02 again and retests this level to get another decision and confirmation that Cardano can continue the way down from here, because overall this chart does not look strong at all. Yes, we have quite a fairly strong reaction to this 92-cent level, but I think that goes in line with Bitcoin, which is moving up a little bit because it was oversold. We can see here also on the 4-hour chart that Cardano was oversold. So this is typically then not a surprise that you then start to move up a little bit, especially after you hit a support level, that the 92-cent level that we talked about here as well. No surprise on the daily. Cardano still in the bearish range as it has been since September. And yeah, I think it could be approaching the $1.02 level, while Bitcoin might really be approaching this next yellow target area here that we have on the chart. So it is going to be an interesting day, will be an interesting week. I'll definitely keep you updated here about Bitcoin and Cardano. A lot of volatility I would expect this week, because we are really here in a decision phase in the last moment of the correction of Bitcoin and Cardano as well. So for example, Cardano here at the 92-cent level, if that gets lost, we're going to rush down quite strongly. So thanks a lot for tuning in. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. And if you really like the content, consider to check out the channel membership for Discord, Telegram, and weekly live stream access. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.